Hello, welcome to my page where we try to make the practice of quantity surveyor easier. Thank you for staying tuned. My name is Cornice Andotan. We shall be building up rates for a 10 thick uh, POP ceiling. The cost per square meter for a 10 thick POP ceiling. One reason why we needed to understand, even though this job, some persons treat it as a specialist job, that you needed to uh, request for the the price from a specialist, you mark it up and sell to your client. But it is very important that you understand the principle behind the rate build up so as to determine when the price is not competitive, whether it is too high or too low. Uh, if you have this basic understanding, you can always query whatever price that is being offered to you for this cost. Having said this, the basic ingredients for this job is the POP cement and the filler. And the filler is this sponge-like material that is sprinkled or spread on the wet cement on the casting platform to give it strength to make the board stronger after setting. So, and you have other materials like the nails, the banding wire. The banding wire is the artisan when he wants to lay his board, he places a range on the plane. He needed those wires to to hold those range in place for him to place his board. He needs the soap. He needs the soap, the oil to grease the surface of the mold so as to make the board to be easily removed. He need the nails to keep the cornice in place before he cast and all of that. So these materials, because of they are small in nature, the only way I think you can determine it and determine the cost is for you to keep your cost data over time from one project to another, what the cost of this material has cost you, say for the job in comparison to the cost of other material. Then you can now determine how many percent is the cost of that material on the other materials. Then whenever you are building up your rates, you can always apply that percentage to account for these other smaller materials that you buy during the cost of executing this job. So having said that, the next thing you needed to know is the consumption ratio of a square meter, each of these boards that are casted, how many kg that you can use to cast 1 square meter of the board, how many kg of the filler you need to use to cast, how many of the kg of filler you need to use to place the job. As you can see here, I have splitted this exercise into two. The first two is for casting, while the other two is for placing. So I have 10 kg for casting of 1 square meter of the board, while I have 8 kg for using to place the board in place at the height of the ceiling height. You need equal filler to cast and to fill. The filler is like it's like the it's like the suspender. If you're doing a suspended ceiling where you have this suspended hooks where you adjusted suspended hook. This now in this case, it is the filler soak inside the POP that we now use as a suspender to tie it to the noggins that are already in place. So you need the equal this. So now the a bag of POP is 11,500 divided by 50 to give you to get the cost of 1 kg. You multiply by 10, it gives you this amount. Then the filler, you need 1 kg to mold is 3 square meter. So you divide 1 by 3 to give you the cost for the material for 1 square meter multiplied by the cost per kg gives you 1.6. Then the same thing, 8 kg multiplied by the cost for 1 kg for the material for fixing. And the same thing you do, you arrive at including the cost for range and other things, you have 146 per square meter. Then you add to you add the total amount gives you is 7,486. Then you add 10%, and the 10% is this material generates a lot of waste, more especially during placing, because your work efficiency during placing is reduced because you are standing on a high platform where you can't walk as fast as you can do when you are on a plane. So and this cement, the setting time is very rapid. So if you mix the cement and you don't utilize it very fast, that cement will get spoiled and you have to mix another one. Unlike when molding, you have a platform. After mixing, you spread on the platform, you sprinkle your fillers, and you allow it to set for, say, set in the next 5 minutes is set, you remove the board and you cast another one. But for you laying the board, is the game is different. So that is why I'm applying 10% on the material cost to give me 8,235. Then the cost for 1 square meter labor for casting and fixing. Casting and fixing is 1,500, brings you to 9,735. You add your profits and your overhead, you come to 12,600 and 12,461. Then for the Cornice, mind you, we have different type of Cornice of 200, Cornice of 150, Cornice of 100, Cornice of 300, depending. But in this case, we are looking at Cornice of 100 wide by the same thickness of 10 mm thick. So, and these are the consumption of material to mold 1 meter. You can see I have 50 kg molds 18 meters. 50 kg can mold 18 meters. So if it can mold 18 meters, you now divide 50 by 18 gives you what you are going to mold with 50 kg, and the cost per kg is this. You multiply to get this, and you need a 0.1 kg of fillers to cast, and you need a 0.1 kg of filler to fix, to hang. Then you need a 3 kg to place so by the time you multiply this the rate by the ratio, consumption ratio, it brings you to 2,334. You add your percentage of waste, it brings you to 2,568. You have a 500 for fixing per linear meter. You add the two prices, labor and material, gives you 3,668 naira. Your markups brings you to 3,900. So as for an individual that is handling, say, the work himself in his own house, if you sum up the two costs for material and labor without the markup, you're going to be getting a 12,803. Then if you are bringing in a subcontractor to do the job. He has to put his profit and put his overhead. So you'll be coming to a 16,388. 3,088. Please, if this video has thrown more light to your understanding of the rate builder for this aspect of job, please hit the like button. Also share to colleagues and friends. Above all, if you've not hit the subscription button, please hit the subscription button to encourage us to continue to do more. Thank you. See you next.